Uh, Good afternoon, everybody. It's John for Father's Rights and my anti-human trafficking page. Um, I got one of those things this morning where I actually talked to somebody. Again, and it had to do with her. Okay. What I found out is really disturbing because I was put in a circumstance of where I was actually one of the parties put into that incident. I got to see it from a first person perspective. And most of you guys know I got one foot in this world and one foot in the other. As somebody told me that had passed on, every time I look to check on you, you're always at the crossroads. My cousin G. Marie will also remember when they didn't tell me that Russell Lowe died. Well, let's just say I was told about Russell in an odd way. And she knows what I'm talking about. What I experienced is a traumatic event that happened to the girl I showed you in the picture. That when she was young and she was sick, and when she came home, the mother of her is not stable from what I could tell. The father, who was at home worried and very tired because he was trying to make a good home, preparing for his daughter to come home after she had a long stay at the hospital. And that girl, when she was much younger, said, "Daddy, I'm home." The father, in their excitement, opened the door because he was glad to see his daughter. He was worried sick about her. But what transpired during that moment, which should have been a blessing from God, was just basically torn apart by the mother of the child as she started to blame the father for the condition of the child. Now, the father, after having a very long day and was extremely worried about his daughter, got pretty irate. And the child was actually trying to stop them from fighting. The father went after her because he was very upset because he's been emotionally drained because he thought his daughter might not survive. And of course, the mother, being the person that she was, blamed him for everything. Blamed the girl's sickness on the father. And I'm guessing the father just had enough and went after her. She went and pulled a knife on the father, all right, a pretty big knife, and I'm pretty sure that somebody else was there too, and they knew this happened, or they knew of it. And I know it happened for a fact because I got it from one of the sources. And yet, these people, you wonder, like, you see little things like you don't notice. Why is there only one steak knife in my drawer? It might not seem a lot to anybody, but when you're a child and you see something like that happen in front of you, you might have an aversion for very big, long knives. So I know what I was told last night was true. How the odd behaviors actually connect to dramatic events. And now I understand the dramatic event. And yet they're going around and telling you that I'm insane. Yeah. The people who sat there, whose parent actually did this in front of them. Now on that, I'm out of here. This is to something to my daughter. You know we're weird, okay? We're weird. Even John Paul knows we're a little bit weird. Our perception is higher than other people's. Right? We have an easy way of figuring out things because we have different sources to get what we need from. That's where we get our freaky links from. So to everybody, I don't know, some of you can understand it, and some of you are going to be saying, what the fuck? But that's what it is. And I'm just, it's just a hard thing to explain, but I always been able to do it since I was a kid. And on that, I'm out of here.